It's Saturday night, and I like to do something a little bit different on Saturdays because I don't know about any of you, but right now it seems like every day is running together. So, you know, on normal times maybe go out to dinner, but with 3 little kids, sometimes it's just easier to cook at home and eat at home. Anyway, even without everything going on. So tonight we're gonna have these French dip sandwiches, which I am super excited about. These came in our Taste Bud subscription, which you get 3 new seasonings to try and 3 recipes to go along with it, plus an extra card that has different ideas on how to use the seasonings. So today we're using the Dijon mustard rub, and this is actually, I already had a big Dijon mustard rub, so I haven't opened the little one yet. I love this stuff. I use it on a lot of things. So I'm very excited to try these sandwiches. They're something fun for a Saturday night, and we are going to eat them with some frozen French fries that I'm going to put in the air fryer. So to get us started, I'm just going to open up our air fryer basket. This is the easy part of the night. This is the part where Mom says, hey, it's Saturday night, let's do something easy. All right, I'm a little bit full here, so I'm going to pull a couple of them out. There you go. You want it to be about 2/3 of the way full. And after I shake this down, it will be. And I'm just going to slide these right in here. While it's cold, you can use your hands. You definitely want to use the removal tool when you take this out because this basket's going to get hot. But what you do is you slide it in and you put the left side, you kind of turn it until the left side goes in, and the right side will be right up on the little indent, will be in the little place where it goes. I guess that's the most technical I'm going to get for you tonight. All right, I'm going to turn this to air fry. I like my fries really crispy, so I'm gonna leave it on 25 minutes and hit start. The important thing when you're using the fry basket is don't forget to hit rotate, because that's what's gonna make the basket turn and make your fries cook evenly and delicious. Now I'm gonna come over here and put together our yogurt sauce. This is like a mustardy horseradish sauce, so it's gonna be really good. So I've got 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using my measure-all here. This is perfect for measuring things that are sticky like Greek yogurt, honey, peanut butter, because you can just pop it right out there. There we go. And then I need 1½ teaspoons of our Dijon mustard rub. And this is 1/2 tablespoon, which is 1½ teaspoons. Oh, it smells so good. I love this stuff. And then 1 teaspoon of horseradish. And I like to use there we go, our adjustable measuring spoon, so you can just push it up to help dump out all of that. Scraper to mix it up here. Yum, that's gonna be so good. I'll probably have to add extra horseradish to mine though, because I like the horseradish. We don't want to make it too spicy for the kids. All right, I'm going to set that in the fridge so it can come together while I cook the steak. All right, I have got my oven preheated to 425 degrees, and my skillet, I've got about 1 tablespoon of oil heated over medium-high heat. I am going to rub my steak with 1 tablespoon of this Dijon mustard rub. I'll do 1/2 on one side. And this is 1 pound of flank steak. It's actually a little bit under because I got a bigger piece. It was closer to 2 pounds, not quite there, but I decided I was going to cut it in half and save the other half for flank steak tacos next week. So if you got a bigger piece too, you can do the same. So here I go. I'm going to get it right in this pan, and it needs to go sear for 4 minutes on each side. And you just need a big frying pan for this. This is the 12-inch nonstick Lisa's one. So this is our 12-inch stainless nonstick. And I'm going to, while that's cooking on that one side, I'm going to cut up and slice up our onion. And I like to use these little cutting mats because when you're slicing something up that you're going to immediately drop into the pan, then you can just pick them up and dump it in versus having to try to scoop it up. So I just cut off the ends, and I'm using Santofi knife. This is one of my go-tos. I've used it a couple times already this week. It's just the perfect size for a little onion. And since we're not chopping it up, we definitely want to use a knife versus the chopper. Or, you know, if you have the simple slicer, you could use that. Comes together real quick. And again, when you're using a knife, you want to grab the end with your 2 fingers with a little pincher grip and get the rest of the handle. And then use your claw grip to make sure you don't cut your fingers. Grab these and toss them in the trash real quick so they're out of the way. Alright, well, we're zoomed in on this stainless nonstick pan. This is my favorite cookware because it's got, you can see this really fun pattern, and not only is it beautiful, but it also is letting just enough of the stainless steel shine through so that the juices are coming out in the pan and you're getting that perfect sear. Whereas the black part is the non-stick, so there's enough of that to get all of the non-stick that you would get just from any pan. And also, this pan is dishwasher safe. Like, legitimately, put it in the dishwasher and it's fine. Not like some other pans which say, oh, you can put this in the dishwasher, but it might, you know, erode the varnish, or, you know, it looks more used over time if you do that. Alright, check this out. So it's got a pretty good sear on that side, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. Oil all around in there. Oh, this smells really good. Oh my goodness, I love this Dijon mustard rub. It smells mustardy, it smells herby, it's so good. What we're going to do is we are cooking this on the stove top, and then we are going to finish it in the oven. Let me tell you, when you are cooking steaks that way, that is the best of both worlds. You're going to get that nice crust and that nice sear, and then you're going to get the perfect even cooking temperature. And how we're going to do that is we are going to use our instant read thermometer, which usually you pop out like this, but it attaches to a probe, which comes with the thermometer. It doesn't, you don't have to buy it separately. And you just plug it in. You stick this in the meat, and it can go in the oven, and you can leave this, will be magneted to the top of the stove, or you can set it up here at the top. So you can actually watch the temperature rise as it's cooking. So you can pull it out. It's recommended you pull it out about 5 degrees before it's done, and then you set it on a plate, put some foil over it to let it rest, and it'll finish coming up to temperature. And the juices will redistribute, and you'll be the perfect, most juicy steak. And when you cut into it, it's going to look evenly cooked throughout. All right, let's check this out. See if it's ready to come out. Give it another minute there. So flank steak is a really good cut of meat. It used to be that it was a cheaper cut of meat, but I think it's become more popular recently. But it's generally leaner and a little bit tougher, so you don't want to have a really long cooking time so it doesn't dry out. So it's usually good to be cooked at medium or medium rare or rare. We'll probably shoot for medium here. and then you slice it on the grain. Like you can see the grains running this way. So we will do thin slices going this way too. All right, I think we are good. We'll pull this out and let it sit, and we are going to cook our onions up for a couple minutes. And then we'll add our steak on with the probe and pop it in the oven. And we're going to add our salt, we're going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Also, have you guys checked out our super cool tongs? I love these things. These are a favorite. I sell a lot of these because they're so fun and easy to use. When they're upright, if you give them a squeeze, they lock. And then when you turn them down and give them a squeeze, they open up. So if you are in the middle of cooking and your hands aren't really free, it's super easy to use them. I know I've had several pairs that, you have to use 2 hands for. And then they also have the silicone end, so they're safe to use on all of your pans. Which leads me to another thing that is the reason why our stainless non-stick pans are awesome, is that you can actually use any kind of utensils on here. So if you have some favorite metal utensils that you like to cook with, you can do that use them on this pan. All right, I am going to put our steak back in here on top of these onions, and I'm going to put this probe right in. Stick it right down in the middle, turn it on, and it'll tell us where it is. Alright, and I'm going to pop it in the oven. Alright, and that is all for now. Gotta make sure I don't touch that burner because I'm about to. Alright, that is all for now. When I come back, I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to make the gravy in the same pan, and I'll show you the fries when they're done. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, hey, I'm back. Our steak is just getting to be right at 144, which should be a perfect medium. I'm a little bit behind. I'd like to take it out at 140, but it'll be delicious. So I'm going to pull it out. This is a hot pan. A hot pan. It's easy to forget that, but remember, we'll see if I can remember this whole time that I'm doing this. Alright, so I'm going to pull all that off, and I am going to set my steak and onions to the side, and I'm going to, I'm going to add some broth and more rub to the skillet before we cut this up. All right. Oh, sorry, I'm not at a good angle. There you go. You can see those onions coming off. And all right. I'm going to put this back on, turn this back to medium heat, and add in 1 cup of beef broth. And this is using the other end of that measure all. This side was for the solid food, this side's for liquids. And another teaspoon of our rub. And we're going to mix that together and simmer it up for a couple minutes until it thickens. And it's going to be what we dip our broth in. While that is coming up, I'm going to grab some foil to put on top of the meat. What are we gonna?
You're gonna dip the steak in it.
I am gonna dip the steak in it. What did I say? The sandwich? No. Okay, we're gonna dip the sandwich in it. because it's a French dip. There we go. It's going. Turn it up a little bit while it comes to a simmer. I'm not very patient. I'm just grabbing some bowls here to put the dip in. I love these little prep bowls, guys. I use them for everything. They may not be very fancy for this dinner, but they're have leftovers, put them in the prep bowls. One of my kids gets their bracelet a beaded bracelet, put them in here. Grab a prep bowl, you can put them in there real quick. And they just get used for everything. We use them for dips, we use them for salsa, we use them to take lunch. Just kidding, nobody has to take their lunch anywhere anymore. We still got our fries over there working in the air fryer. They are delicious. And then I'm going to pop out our buns. And hey, cameraman, do you want cheese on your sandwich? All right. We'll put some cheese on them, and then I am going to pop them in the air fryer just to toast them up and melt the cheese a little bit before I put them on the sandwiches. Some cheddar for the grown people and some Colby Jack for the kids. And these are just some French sub rolls. I don't know, I ordered them because we ordered our groceries and they look pretty delicious, so I'm very excited. I will probably get them again. They're very soft. I bet they'll be crusty on the outside after I toast them up. Simmering now, yay! Give that another stir, and then I will get the fries out. We just peek at us. All right, fries. It is important when you use the rotating basket or the rotisserie thing or the kebab attachment that you use this retrieval tool, because this is very hot. So you just put it in on either side and use a little hook to get underneath the wires on either side. There you go. And it's hot, so I'm gonna pull it over. Set it there while I grab a bowl. All right, this is how I do it. I set it in here, and then I use the retrieval tool to get underneath here. It's kind of awkward, but then I just pull up and get the French fries out. And again, it is hot. There we go. And season them up with a little bit of salt. Ta-da! All right, this looks like it is about ready. It's reduced just a little bit, but it's still a broth, and we're not really making a gravy here because if you are familiar with a French dip, it's usually more of a broth. And I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm not gonna make you watch me try to dump it into these things because I will probably make a mess doing that. So I will let you see me cutting our steak. And to do this, I'm gonna use my chef's knife and the long side of our quick shred. This is our quick shred. It's great for shredding up meat. It's great for helping you lift big things out of the oven. But this one is perfect for getting perfect slices because you just follow right along. I probably should have moved this to a cutting board. There's thin, perfect slices. And I will open this up so you can see I didn't get them all the way through because it's pretty long. But look at that, how perfectly even that is cooked. And that is because we seared it and then finished it in the oven and had our meat thermometer in there. All right. That's all, guys. Enjoy. I hope you like this one.